Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Ray-Ban RB4428 sunglasses. But first off, in today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, our website is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 56mm lenses in a 21mm bridge, and this is the standard and only size of these sunglasses that Ray-Ban produces these frames in, so they're not available in a larger or a smaller lens size. You're going to be stuck with the 56mm lens size here. However, these are definitely designed to fit, I would say, about 80% of the population's face. They're going to look really good too because they do offer that oversized and bold styling, and I actually quite like the look of these frames. They kind of remind me of some Persol Wayfarer styles, so that is definitely a compliment, of course, to Ray-Ban here, and they definitely do look good. It's just a good, solid Wayfarer style to the frames. Of course, again, every pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, we have a little painted on Ray-Ban logo here in the top right corner of the lens, and then here in the middle left of the lens, we can see an etched RB logo. Now, moving down the temples, they have this really cool tapered temple design here, so we can see a little Ray-Ban logo there, and that's found on both the left and the right-hand side, and then we can see they taper down to the ear rest, and that's a really cool kind of, I think, like 1960s styling to them. This tapered style kind of reminds me of the wings on those like 1960s Cadillac cars. Just a really cool styling there, and I do like the look of that temple. As far as the exact colorway that I'm wearing in today's video, these have Ray-Ban's polished black frames with their classic G15 glass lenses. Glass lenses are going to offer very good scratch resistance, so they're going to last a very long time, and they also offer very good optical clarity as well. Everything when looking through these lenses is going to be very crisp and clear, and then the G15 is a good kind of neutral gray outlook. Now, as far as the hinges go, these have 5-barrel all-metal hinges, which feel really good when open up and closing. They feel very substantial and nice. And the frame material here is actually a propionate material, but it definitely feels very similar to nylon. It doesn't feel as premium as some other Ray-Ban propionate frames. And these frames are made in China. So here in the inner right temple of the frames, they say Ray-Ban T made in China there. Then here in the inner left temple, we can see the exact model number and the color code information there. Now, when it comes to Chinese Ray-Bans, we've reviewed some pairs that have actually been really high quality, and we've reviewed a lot of pairs that have been not high quality at all. And these are going to come into the not high quality category. So this pair of frames is a particular pair of frames, and some are going to be better and some are going to be worse, but this particular pair of frames that I have in today's video are the loudest squeaking pair of sunglasses that I've ever reviewed in a video, period. So I'm going to put this near the microphone here. I hope it picks it up. It's insane. It sounds like there's 100 mice in this thing. It is just crazy. How can you ship something that sounds that bad? It sounds so cheap. The hinges feel good if you can get rid of the audible sound that you can kind of hear sometimes when you're opening up the hinge, and that sound is actually from the lens rubbing on the frame. Yeah. Both of the lenses are super squeaky. And I'm actually gonna bring the microphone here and just kind of press in on the temples here. And hopefully you guys could kind of hear that. It's horrible. I mean, I really don't know what to say. Inexcusable, but this is a pattern that we are seeing with a lot of the Ray-Ban Chinese sunglasses. They're just very cheap. Now again, as far as looks go, they look high quality. The lenses are clear, the hinges are nice, but they're just not doing the proper fit and finishing. They're not doing the proper quality control. They're not catching things like this. They're not putting the lens in properly. They're not making sure that the inside diameter of the frame is perfectly, milled out or whatever, for the lens to fit absolutely perfectly without there being any squeaking. And because of that, you just have a significantly, I would say, flawed pair of sunglasses that should be good other than that. It wouldn't take too much for Ray-Ban to just kind of clean up their manufacturing process and to make this pair of frames a good quality pair of sunglasses. Now, because these are that, propionate nylon type of style, we do have these injected lines here on the frames, which are not perfectly sanded down or perfectly polished down. So you definitely can feel that, and that makes the frames feel a little bit cheaper, and that's found on both the top and the bottom, and then also here on the bottom of the frame as well. So that's definitely another downside, but that's kind of what happens with this type of style of manufacturing. That's of course why acetate is a much higher quality material than propionate or nylon is. You don't have that injection aspect of it, and it's just super, super smooth. It's actually cut out of a single block of acetate, so that's why we love acetate on the channel. Of course, acetate also offers beautiful, beautiful colors, and nylon and propionate just don't offer the same color. It kind of looks like it's spray painted on. But yeah, overall, it's a good looking pair of frames, and I did forget to mention the coverage. So here, as far as coverage goes, up top we can see there's a pretty big gap to let sunlight unprotected. Then here on the sides, again, there's a pretty big gap that lets sunlight in unprotected, but this is a Wayfarer style, so we're not, of course, expecting that good coverage from the sun. But yeah, very disappointing. Yeah, let me know what you think about this pair of sunglasses in the comment section down below. Unfortunately, we do have a couple of these available on our website, but we are selling these for only $115, and the original MSRP is around $160, which is very, very expensive for a Chinese pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. I've said this before, and I'll say it 100 times, Chinese Ray-Ban sunglasses, if they're going to make them, should really be more like $110, and that just comes down to labor and the cost of manufacturing, the cost of energy in China. All these elements make manufacturing a pair of frames in China significantly, significantly cheaper than in Italy, probably about 70% cheaper actually. So the customer should actually see that when they're buying a pair of sunglasses, in my opinion. You shouldn't be paying basically full Italian price for a pair of frames that are made super, super cheaply in China, but that's my own personal opinion. You guys know I try to keep as honest as I possibly can on this channel, and I don't sugarcoat anything. And again, I am selling these frames on the website, so if you do want to buy them, they're $115 on our website. I'm also going to leave a link in the description down below directly to Ray-Ban's website as well. If you have to have the style, it's a decent looking pair of frames, and I can see why somebody would like them. And some of them might not squeak as much as other ones do. Unfortunately, every pair that I have on the website definitely squeaks a lot. And I've talked to other people in the industry who work at other big stores. I'm not going to name names, but they're saying that all of these frames squeak. They haven't ran into a good pair that didn't squeak yet. But yeah, I never thought I'd say squeak so often in a sunglass review, but unfortunately we are here. And if there is any light at the end of the tunnel with this pair of frames, eventually these frames should no longer squeak if you're handling them for probably 6 months or a year. Eventually the glass is actually going to wear down on the propionate of the frame, so it should go away eventually, but that process could take a really, really long time, and it's not guaranteed either. But yeah, let me know what you think about this pair of sunglasses in the comment section down below. Do you like the looks? Do you own a pair? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let us know in the comment section down below. I'm very interested to know what you guys have to say about them. But that's all guys for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.